Okay guys, so it's day 5 of the tour, and we're at the National Civil War Museum, which is really big, and we're in one of the rooms. I think it's called the Education Gallery. Yeah, Education Gallery. So let me show you some of the stuff that's in here. Okay guys, so I couldn't record at the museum at all for some reason, but I could take photos. But that doesn't matter right now. We are at Hershey's Chocolate World, like the whole Hershey's town. It's incredible. I mean, and I didn't even know that Hershey's owned Reese's, Hershey's made Reese's. We are going to the Hershey's World. Let me show you the sign. I didn't even know this place existed.
With pure fresh milk. Sing it, girls!
From the very start, and you can taste the love all over the world. Got that feel good feeling every day. We're making chocolate the Hershey way, and you can taste the love all over the world. Taste the love, taste the love, taste the love.
Blending, roasting.
Now we're being blended.
Oh, please remain seated.
Wait, are those the real beans or are those just...
I doubt they might be.
They're making them right there.
I doubt it.
If I did make this,
We pour the blended cocoa beans into large revolving roasters, which get extremely hot.
Oh, that is hot.
Toasty in here, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Next, we quickly cool the beans and feed them into our breaking chamber, which cracks open the shells at high speed. Inside each shell are tiny pieces called cocoa nibs. Hey, a good friend of mine is waiting up ahead to tell us more.
Hey everyone, below me are milling machines which grind cocoa nibs into unsweetened chocolate. Cocoa nibs have been ground down like this for thousands of years. Milling machines generate lots of heat through intense pressure and friction. The grinding turns cocoa nibs into the smooth, dark liquid used to make milk and dark chocolate.
Our pressing machines squeeze the unsweetened chocolate into discs of cocoa powder known as Hershey's cocoa. Pressing also produces cocoa butter, which we'll use later on in the process. Every day, shining tanker trucks pick up milk from local farms and line up outside our factory for delivery. Hershey is one of the only companies in the world that uses fresh milk to make milk chocolate. Fresh milk is part of what gives Hershey's milk chocolate its quality standards. Once it passes testing, we mix sugar into the milk using large batching tanks. We pasteurize and condense the sweet milk and then blend in the perfect amount of unsweetened chocolate. This is where the art of chocolate making all comes together. As the mixture cooks, it begins to form delicious little pieces that we call chocolate crumb.
It takes 1, 2, 3 real simple things to stir it up your imagining. You can taste the love all over the world. Isn't it amazing how a little sugar and cacao become perfection just by adding milk?
Try the true simplicity of Hershey's authenticity. Go hand in hand.
We dry the chocolate crumb in warm powder. Then we mix in the cocoa we pressed down earlier and add a dash of vanilla. This brings out chocolate's rich taste and creamy texture, and of course that wonderful smell. We feed the chocolate crumb through steel rollers that grind and refine the chocolate until it reaches a smooth, uniform consistency. Here's our friend Kiss to explain the next step in the process.
These contour machines use steel ceramic rollers to smooth and transform refined crumb into milk chocolate. The contour process mixes and heats the chocolate, developing a rich flavor and color. Heavy rollers smooth out the refined crumb until it reaches the silky liquid texture of milk chocolate. Bye for now.
I really just want to dive into it.
After conching, we temper the milk chocolate, heating and cooling it to just the right texture and consistency. During tempering, we can mix in other ingredients such as roasted California almonds. Next, we pour the milk chocolate into molds and send them on a puffy conveyor line. Then we send the molds through cooling tunnels that solidify the chocolate.
Reese's my favorite.
All of that fresh, delicious Hershey's chocolate goodness is finally ready to be packaged.
Like Hershey's milk chocolate in special dark bars.
Hey, don't forget about Reese's peanut butter cups, my personal favorite.
Everyone's favorite line of Hershey's Kisses chocolates.
Thanks, Alex. That's so sweet.
I've never seen so many Hershey's Kisses in my life. I've never seen so much chocolate.
Looks like our packages are ready to go, and I better get going too. It's been a privilege being your guide today. Remember that wherever you go, you're never far from awesome Hershey's happiness. So be sure to share that goodness with the ones you love. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
We just bought that too.
Let's all get a picture together. Big smile. 1, 2, 3.
Group photo time, everyone. Ready, say, Hershey.
Everybody squeeze together for a photo. Say Reese.
Wow, that was big.
Okay, gang, time to go share some goodness.
This is scripted.
scoops of Hershey's goodness.
Come visit us again soon.
Please remain seated until the door opens and watch your step onto the moving platform. And enjoy the rest of your day here at Hershey's Chocolate World. So long, everyone.
Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
The towns that they're from or the regions that they're from would raise money, buy the statue, and they put it back in here. The thing that, remember, this is a northern battlefield, so it's not for literally 100 years before they start putting some of the southern monuments back on the field. And so we'll actually drive along Seminary Ridge, and we'll see some of those northern, or some of those southern, yep, it's going to be closed. We're not going to get in there. That's fine. So I'll
not
talk a
like
little
a
bit about
mat or
this. This is
anything.
an eternal flame. And it's a monument that is symbolizing that the nation had been brought back together. So it doesn't, after 50 years after the war, now let me make sure my numbers are right.
Yeah, you can see the flame
I'm going to
burning
make sure
on
my
it still.
numbers are right.
Bend
After
it,
25
bend it.
they started to talk about this. So it doesn't open until 1938. Okay? FDR comes, just out your left, you'll see that there's a flame on the top. The stones on the bottom are from the south. The stones on the north are stones from the north. So half of it is built out of southern stone, half of it on the top is built from northern stones. It's there to kind of remind us that we don't want to go into war with each other during the to have another civil war. So it was kind of a big thing. FDR comes out. There's 200,000 people that come out to listen to him talk about it. And it really is kind of a place where it just reminds us that whatever our differences are, we would prefer not to get into a civil war where we're shooting each other back and forth. There's some great stories, if you want to, that have brothers fighting against brothers, families fighting against families.
Yep, great story. Great educational story. Every preschooler needs to hear about that.
That was the Great Gettysburg Sniper Tower.
So here, can you slow real quick? So if you look out the driver's side, you'll see this this monument that has the tree. Do you see that? Just back over your left shoulder right there.
Yep.
So this is the story behind it. So during the battle, a cannon took out a tree, knocked it down. One of the soldiers passing by saw that there was a nest of birds in there, and so he kind of took the time to kind of put them all back together and set them up on the tree and kind of wall out here. There's just a ton of northern troops hidden behind. The southern troops are taking the ground. They're coming through it. The general's off in the distance behind it. As soon as they get close enough, the north opens fires on them, and it just looks like they're just kind of laying down real quick. So the general's like, why are my people laying down? What he
Because
didn't
they're
realize, there was 500 that started that, and it was like 80% casualties from that one division. So they were coming across the battlefield, they got mowed down, and the general's like, well, why are they laying down? So by the time they got up there, they realized that they just walked into a northern firing squad, basically. So at the end of day one, the southern troops coming from the north have taken all of this ground, and they're forcing the northern troops back through the town. So the south is thinking that they're having some good luck here. You know, they found the entire northern army. They've engaged in the battle. They've pushed them off the high ground back through the city. So Lee comes onto the battle scene. He's a little bit frustrated because he told his generals, hey, I don't want to engage the whole northern army until I bring up all the troops so that we can have a decisive win here. But he gets here.